Alright guys, we're going to be doing a tutorial on what Dizzle was calling is his starter camp. Just doing a little bit something for me this time around. I've done a couple of villages already where I just put a bed down and really didn't do much for myself. I got straight into the village build. This is just, again, something that to have fun with. Bringing in the deck that we built in Shogun style into this element, as well as probably the smallest version of like the mini log cabin that we built. This is trying to come across as if this was like a tent-like structure. Raised it just a little bit, so I'll show you how we did that, and as well as the fire pit right here. Did this one a little bit different. I've done a couple of these, one with the log cabin and then one with the Shogun, and this is how I'm doing this one over here. We'll probably bring that one into the village square that we're going to be doing down there a little later. But we're going to be doing this structure right here. Again, it's got it flanked with 2 fire pits. You can put large chests in here. The grand chest should fit in here. If this fits in here, the grand chest should fit. But again, depending where you're at, if you only have the small chests, go ahead and put those in. Either way, there's space for it. Enough room to sleep. A couple of storage on the side. And fire pit up front to keep your toes warm. I'm going to wait for fresh daylight, and we'll go take care of the tutorial over there where we have some more space. All right, guys. I've had back-to-back overcast days, so I put some fire pits around. Hopefully we can get enough sunlight. But you're going to start off by coming into floors. And depending what pieces you have, you might need to go with the rustic thin floor, depending where you're at in the game. But if not, if you have everything unlocked already, then you can grab Suji thin floor number 4. Actually, this doesn't matter. Let's grab rustic thin floor number 4. Because this is going to get covered up anyways. And then you're going to come into supports, and you're going to grab the Palatial Support Beam 2x16x2. And this is going to act as your guide. We'll possibly leave that in, maybe take it out. It's entirely up to you. It's going to be the back wall, which is going to be open anyways. And we put some cabinets in here. Then you come back with your rustic thin floor. This is raising it just enough to where you can get in and out of the bed with no issues. I don't build this with a floor in there, guys. You can, but be cautious that you may have issues getting out of bed. So you might have to raise this maybe one more, the thin piece on the bottom, if that's what you want to do. Okay? So then we're going to come into roofs. We're going to grab rustic roof number 5. One on each side. You're going to come down to your ridges. I want to say it's 5, right? To match. There you go. And then what I did, just to square it off a little bit, come into floors. And this time I did grab Suji thin floor. And I did that. And if you want a little bit of storage, go into your surfaces. Or I'm sorry, furniture, surfaces. And then I guess you can put whatever cabinets you want, but I went with the traditional counter. One on the left, one on the right. Came back with the thin piece cabinet. Put one on each side, one on the back. If you're familiar with how Dizzle builds, he likes to build these little cabinets around the bed. And then I know for sure you're gonna get stuck with this one, the charming bed. I'm just using the green bed, the plain one. There you go. I'll claim this one just to show you. You'll be able to get in and out of bed with no issues. Okay? Then you're going to come to the back. Come to the fences. You're going to grab the 1x16x2, the rustic railing number 3. Put that in front. Then you're going to grab number 2. Center it, put it on top. And then number 1. Center it, and then put that on top. Okay? Then you come back into building parts, and you come into walls, and you come down to half walls. We're going to grab umber half wall. We need to wait for him to move out of the way. And then you're gonna put that right there in the corner. See that? You're gonna put one on each side. So it should look like this, okay? Then you're gonna come into floors, and this is where you might have to use rustic thin floor. I guess I'll build it with this, just so you could see. I showed you earlier the umber one up there. We'll use this one here. Come back and grab your umber half wall. One on each side. And this is going to be your step up. So now you're going to go add 2 more to this. 2. And 1. 2 more. 2 in front of that. And then 1. Okay. Now from here, you're going to come back into building parts. And you're going to come into supports. You're going to grab Rustic Beam number 1, the 2 by 6x2. And I like to turn it to where the square part, the notches, are facing out. He almost got in the way. All right. So it should look like that. We can do one on each side now. Okay. Then we're going to go into building parts, floors, and we're going to grab rustic floor number 4, the 8x8x1. And then you're going to want it flush with that piece. And then so it can't go no more right there. So this is your step up we just created. So that's 1. You can just snap to it now. 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to have to finish it off with, I want to say, this one? Yeah, 8x2x1. And then 2 more of those. You can see now it's flush. And it's up to you if you want to turn that, so make it look a little bit different. Actually, some of these are going different direction, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, then you can go ahead and fix it. All right, then I go back. We're going to grab umber half wall. We're going to put 1 on each corner. 1 here. 1 here. And then we're going to put these in, and then we're going to take these out. This is just going to help us know where we got to put the next pieces. All right, so now let's go back and grab meat really quick. Okay, we're going to grab the 8x8x1 again. And it's up to you. You can put 1 on each side or right next to each other. It's going to get filled by the this piece right here again. All right, so it should look like that. And then you're going to put an umber half wall in each corner. And now we can get rid of these. Okay, so we got... Now let's do the bottom supports. Building parts, supports. You're going to grab Rustic Beam number 2. Again, turn it so the notches are facing out. Or, yeah, the notches are facing out. You get it's flat. You're going to put 1 there. And you're going to turn it. Put 1 here. So it should look like this. Put my torch on so you can see it. See how it's flush? Well, the sun's finally coming out. And then we'll do the same over here. It's Rustic Beam number 2. 1 there. 1 there. Again, I'll show you. I'll just leave the torch on, I guess. There you go. See a little bit better. Come back into supports, and then Palatial Support, the 2x16x12. I'm just going to cap that off there. All right, then here, for the steps, go ahead and put, if you have stuff for a garden plot, go ahead and put it now. Put 1 there. 1 there. Should look just like that. And then you should be able to come back and grab the 8x2x1, the thin floor number 2 that we used. Remember that we put 2 on each side right here? Do the same thing again like you did for stairs, however you want. Dizzle did 3, 2, and then 1. And that gives you your step up. So now you have steps going up all the way around. Actually, just go, actually, no, let me put it away. I don't like the torch out all the time when I build. Okay? And now as far as railings goes, I only use, I want to say it was rustic railing. Nope. Rustic railing number 1. And put one there. Okay, so it looks like that. One there. Turn it. So it should look like that. It'll line up with each other all the way through. Okay? If it doesn't, you might need to take it out and then just fix it. These guys will not leave me alone. One there. They're liking the structures. And one there. Again, I like using it with the umber. So if you have the umber unlocked, same size pieces. It's just the umber part. That's all. Alright. So now let's stack the fireplace on each corner. Let's go to floors. And then I use, just to stack it, you can use whatever you want because it's just going to get covered anyways. But I use wood floor number 3. 1, 2. And then 1, 2. And I put a fireplace on each side. And then the floors, you can go with whatever you want, but just make sure it's the same size. It's going to be a combination of pieces, guys. So it's 1, 2. That's a 6x2x1. Okay, for that there. Then you're going to grab wood thin floor 8x2x1. 1, 2. Actually, I'm sorry, it's just 1. Or is it 2? Let me check this really quick, guys. Alright, sorry, it was just 1. I'll do the other one correctly. I'll go back and fix that. They're both the same on each side as far as the pieces goes. So after you stack it twice with the wood floor number 3, you're going to grab wood thin floor number 1, 6x2x1. 1 on this side, and then wood thin floor number 2, 1 on that side. Okay? And then I can put 1 there. 1 there. And then come back and grab wood thin floor number 1. Go up all the way up to the garden plot. 1, 2, 1. Oh. Sorry about that. It's lagging a bit. 1, 2. And then wood thin floor number 2 again. 1 there. 1 there. And then we should be able to finish off with wood floor number 3. Actually, I did stack it twice, guys. Now looking at it. So put wood thin floor number... There you go. Number 1 there. Wood thin floor number 2. I was right. Like, it looks wide now, so again, it's wood thin 6x2x1. There. And then again, you can put whatever chest you want. They are really excited that I'm here. Alright. There you go. I'm going to wait for daylight, guys, and then we're going to do the fire pit on the other side. Alright, let's get the fire pit in. Again, you can put this however close or far away as you need. I did not center it, though. Let me do that really quick. That I will do. That'll bother me. Alright. Then you're going to come into building parts, supports, and then you're going to grab Rustic Beam number 2. And then just make sure it's centered and make sure it's up against the fire pit. You might need to nudge it and then back it up. You're going to put 1 on each side and just make sure it's centered and that the flat piece is facing out the notches. You don't have to. That's just what I prefer, more or less. Because otherwise it's the rounded pieces sticking out. All right, so then you're gonna go grab the rustic beam number 3, the 2x12x2. And then you're gonna fill in the opposite sides, like that. You're gonna come in the floors, wood thin floor number 2. Put one on each side. Again, you could use whatever floor you want here, guys. If you have it unlocked, just make sure it's that same size, and you can decorate this however you'd like, guys. All right. And then now let's put in the supports for the decoration piece. And you can do it either way. I've tried it this way. It looks pretty decent where they're facing out. But as far as if you want to do it like mine up top over there by the starter camp, I have them facing in. And I put one on each corner on the inside. On the inside of each piece on the side. Okay? You can put them further out, but it doesn't give it gives a nice little ledge if you don't. And I'll show you now. So let's go into roofs. Grab the shack ridge number 3. And you can see how it leaves that ledge there. If you were to go out, that wouldn't be there. It just gives you more room in the middle. Entirely up to you. And that's rustic ridge number 2. It just snapped right to it. Go back and grab number 3. Ever since I've been building, these guys have been over here. Grab number 2, snap to it. And then again, this is entirely up to you guys. I have the umber on the one up there. If you want to stay consistent with what you have on the bottom, you can go wood thin floor number 3. And you're just going to nudge it till it's over the top. That just caps that off just like that. And then we're almost done. We're just going to finish this off right here. 12x2x1. One on each side. That was number 3. Now we're going to grab number 4. There you go. That's how this one looks with those pieces. And then up here, guys, it's entirely up to you. Since this is what I'm calling my starter camp, I have the grill. Let's say you want to put the crafting bench, you can. But for sure, you're going to have to put some covering. And I did test this out. You should be able to get away with just 2 pieces. Make sure it's on top. Like that. You see how it's on the ledge there over that railing? And you're just going to put 2. And that will give enough for you to utilize the bench. And then you can put whatever you want in that those garden plots. So there you go. That's the starter camp with 3 fireplaces, guys. And some room for storage. As well as you have storage in here. I hope that helps and something you can utilize in your villages.